Let's talk about some books, Rico. You're a wizard, Harry. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's video. Today, we're finally doing another book video. It's been a while. I've been working tirelessly on my gaming content. Still got a lot of those coming out. I'm working on a whole lot of different videos all at once. I have all kinds of different ideas. I hope everyone that is watching is enjoying the content. Anyone that has any recommendations, please shoot a comment in any of the videos. Let me know what I can do to improve better. Let me know what I can change to help you guys enjoy the videos and the content that I'm bringing you more. Anyways, you guys asked for it, and you shall receive. Today, I am going to be reviewing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Going ahead to undon those. Sadly, I do not have a regular copy of the book that I can show for reference, but I do have the Mina Lima edition. And I'm going to try and keep this spoiler-free for you guys. If you would like a spoiler review, let me know. It's definitely an idea that I've had. What can I say about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? Other than the fact that I would easily give it a 10 out of 10. Video over. No, I read this when I was in first grade. That was the first time I ever read a full book of that length all the way through. And it caught me. It caught me in ways that no other book before ever really had. I wouldn't necessarily say it was just the writing. The writing is, very, very good. There's plenty of descriptions. There's plenty of characters. I think it was just, they started off so, not comical, but almost comical. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid any spoilers, but the first couple chapters are just like, you're kind of in awe. And then, him finding out what he is and everything like that just definitely was captivating. It's definitely more on the side of, it's a definitely rough upbringing that Harry comes from, and his past is definitely dark, and the author is definitely not afraid to cover that. I mean, of course, later books in the series, fill in a lot of the gaps that are present, but I feel like she did a very good job at letting your mind wander more than anything. I mean, I'm sure I can cover parts of at least the first chapter without really spoiling anything. I mean, when you talk about a baby who is so young and, all of a sudden showing up at his aunts and uncles and not having any blame, of course, but then to be treated like so poorly, almost like just because his parents were the people they were, now he deserves to be treated like that at such a little age. Just very well done. Bravo. Man, the descriptions for Hogwarts are just so well done. Like, I'm the kind of reader when an author does a really good job at describing what they're trying to, in a way, show you, you know. I'm a very visual reader, where when I read something and it really engages me, I picture things like that, you know. And I feel like the way it was all just written, like, you visualize it, and it's just this amazing place, this amazing castle. That was awesome. Talking about, like, the first time he goes to Diagon Alley and just how descriptive it was. You know, he's uncomfortable, obviously. I mean, after just finding out everything that he found out, and like just the little impulses that, you know, any 11-year-old kid would have. And man, like I said, no spoilers, but the build up for this story it's not rushed in any way. It's not, I wouldn't call it a very slow pace, but there's very, very good pacing. I'd give the pacing a solid 10 out of 10. I would give the introduction to the series a solid 10 out of 10. And no spoilers, but the ending, fantastic. Of course, it ends on a cliffhanger. I mean, Harry Potter is old enough series that, of course, anyone picking up the first book knows there's quite a few more books in the series after that. But the cliffhanger wasn't done in a way where it left things unfulfilled. You know what I mean? It left you with plenty of a story where if you read the first book and hated it, you were done after that. You didn't want to read any more. You still had more than enough of an understanding from that book that it was complete, you know. And a lot of series that I've read before, you know, have had, you know, such massive cliffhangers that if you don't read the next 6 books that come after that book, you have no clue what's going on. You have no clue what happens. And I really praise them doing it that way, taking that approach. I mean, Harry Potter's a magic series, so how does the magic sound in the book, you know? And interesting, you know? It sounds really neat. I mean, it's definitely something I feel like wasn't covered quite as much as other content was in place of. I mean, the world itself and the magical things going on around were covered, but I would say performing magic, at least for a good portion of the book, isn't covered as much. But the parts that are, it's definitely engaging and interesting. I never found myself sliding off or getting to the end of a chapter and thinking, wow, I don't want to continue this. And, you know, I'm trying to remember 11-year-old me's perspective, because, you know, being older now, I've reread the books a couple different times, and, you know, I feel like it's different that very first time. And it's mesmerizing, you know? I come from a background where, you know, I relate to a lot of the things that Harry's gone through. And so for me, the connections that you can make especially if you've been through anything like that, they're very applaudable, you know? It's very, very, very well done. Quidditch. I had to reference to get some other ideas. Wow. I'm not much of a sports person, but if that was real, I would watch it because it sounds awesome. When they cover that, goodness gracious, it's so good. It's so interesting and so unique, but then at the same time you can see the little connections to real life sports. And that's cool to take, you know, real life things and apply it in a way where it's fantasy but not fantasy. Bravo. No other spoilers. Let's see. That, you know, the houses and everything like that. You know, you've got Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. And it's neat, the aspect of them, you know, being so young and then dorming together with, you know, people the same age as them who obviously have either figured out recently or, you know, they're just as uncomfortable as the others. And I think that's so unique because, you know, when they're in their dorms, it's just the kids, you know, and then the older kids, but there's not necessarily adults, you know, and so it's kind of neat, that aspect. And the plot is just, man, because, you know, I'd say first half of the book, it's just building the world around you. It's building everything. It's teaching you what this world is like, and then just boom, straight curveball. The entire second half of the book, it's just pow, 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 like so many different things happening, and I like that. I actually really like that. You know, I am a kind of reader. I am totally fine with a book being very slow to build a plot, as long as it's done well and, you know, there's an ending that you feel relates with all of that build up. But that was different, and I liked that. Yeah, honestly guys, I think it's an easy 10 out of 10. I can't fully say there's anything I didn't like about the book. I mean, I guess if there's any complaint, it would have been neat if they would have broke down even more, like covered even more of the days, because, you know, you're covering an entire year, and for under, I believe it was under 400 pages for the original. My copy obviously is going to be longer because of all the extra stuff in it. Yeah, under 400 for sure. I guess if I could have any complaint, there are portions of gaps that I feel like could have been filled even better to help you understand even further, you know, what their day-to-day life is actually like. But like I said, such a minuscule complaint that it's not even really a complaint. Yeah guys, easy 10 out of 10. I recommend, double thumbs up. Let me know if you guys want to do a spoiler version of this. I can make sure and flag it, you know, that it does have spoilers, but this is an older book, so it's kind of hard to know what's safe to cover and what's not safe to cover. I know a lot of people have read these at this point, or at least heard what does happen and had it spoiled. Yeah, that's about it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Down these for you guys again. These are actually official Harry Potter collector's glasses. Let me know down below what I can do further improve these for you guys. And see you on the next one. Read on, everybody. Read on.